Hey, what's up? I just wanted to make a quick video because I've been getting this question pretty much on a daily basis because a lot of newer traders join the Discord and they may not know. So I want to make a quick video to kind of help you guys out and explain to you guys how you guys can avoid the PDT rule. Because a lot of you guys are joining the chat, or you guys may be newer traders, or you just want to try it out and you don't have $25,000 to put into your account. Because if you didn't know, if you want a day trade, which a day trade is basically when you buy and sell a stock options on the same day. So like let's say if you buy it in the morning and then you try to sell it later in that day, that same day, that would be considered a day trade. So when you have an account that's under $25,000 and you're considered what's called PDT, and so you're limited to only 3 day trades a week, which can suck, and it's very limiting. And I know a lot of people when they start off, they don't have $25,000 to just throw into an account. I definitely didn't have that, so I want to help you guys out and show you guys a way so you guys can actually avoid that and have unlimited day trades, because there is a way. So first, let's start talking about a cash versus a margin account. Let's first go through a margin account. So a margin account, like I said, limits you to 3 day trades a week. The one advantage that it has over a cash account, though, is that you can use unsettled funds. Which unsettled funds, basically, what that means is, let's say you buy a stock and then you sell it. Those funds, they're still not settled into your account. They're still like, they're still processing it since you just sold it, and it takes a couple of days sometimes for the cash to settle. So but if you have a margin account, they let you use that money right away. So let's say you have $5,000 in your account and you buy and sell a position, you can use that $5,000 right away. You can use leverage. So if you only have $1,000 in your account, sometimes your broker will allow you to like borrow an extra $1,000. So you can use that. I wouldn't really recommend it to a beginner, but it is something that's available with a margin account. And the one big drawdown is you need $25,000 to have unlimited day trades. Now let's go over a cash account, which is the other type you can open. With the cash account, you have unlimited day trades, and there's no balance requirement. You don't need $25,000 to have unlimited day trades. You don't need $10,000. You don't even need $1,000. You can start off with $100 and you have unlimited day trades. But the one big drawdown with the cash account is you can't use unsettled funds. So if you have $1,000 in your account and you use that $1,000 to buy and sell a position, you can't go ahead and use that $1,000 that same day. Okay, keyword same day. But let's go through a scenario here. Let's say you have $5,000 in your account. If you have a margin account, you still only have 3 day trades a week. You can either use them on separate days, or you can spread it out between days. So you can take 1 day trade Monday, 1 day trade Tuesday, 1 day trade Wednesday, but then you won't be able to trade on Thursday, Friday. Or you can do 3 times on the same day, but still at the end, you only have 3 day trades a week. No matter if you put them on the same day, you spread them out, it's still limited to 3 day trades a week. With a cash account, let's say you use $1,000 per trade, you're able to take 5 day trades every single day of the week. Because remember I said you can't use unsettled funds. So once you use 1,000 up, you can't use that same 1,000 that same day. You can use it the next day, but you can't use it that same day. But if you split your account balance like in between 3, 5, you can take that many day trades. So if you have 5,000 and you take 1,000 per trade, you have 5 day trades that every single day pretty much. So 5 day trades times the 5 days there is in a week, you have 25 day trades available. 25 is much better than only having 3 day trades a week. And hopefully that makes sense. So even if you have, let's say, a $1,000 account and so you would only use $200 per trade, let's say, you would still have 5 day trades a day times 5 days of the week, you would still have 25. And you could do this multiple ways. If you only want to use $500 per trade and you have $5,000, you have 10 day trades a day. So hopefully that makes sense. And I would really recommend most people open a cash account, especially if you're doing options, because the funds settle overnight. So like I said, you can't use unsettled funds, but the funds settle overnight if you're trading options. So you have 25 day trades a week. And it's much better than only having 3, because once you buy in a position, sometimes when you're in a margin account and you're limited, sometimes you won't be able to sell a position, and that can really mess you up because, especially if you're playing options, weekly options, you know, you could be up 100% on your position one day, but since you're not able to sell, you have to wait till the next day, and then the next day they drop to 50%, 20%, and you know, it's definitely cost me a lot of money only having 3 days of the week. So I really recommend you have a cash account, unless of course you have 25,000 in your account or more. If you have 25,000, you don't even have to worry about this. But for those of you starting below 25K, definitely recommend a cash account. Um, so let's talk about brokerages that allow this. Robinhood unfortunately doesn't allow you to have a cash account and trade options. So if you want to trade options and you're on Robinhood and you downgrade to a cash account, unfortunately you can't do options, and it's very unfortunate because a lot of people use Robinhood. So that's why I've been telling a lot of people recently to switch over to Webull or Thinkorswim. Those are the two I can recommend because those are the two brokers I personally use, and I have a lot of experience with each of them. And I've tried both a margin and cash account on both of them. So, yeah. So let's talk about the advantages of Webull, or like some of the things Webull has to offer. First of all, it has a very beginner-friendly OS. They're like a newer company, so the OS is very friendly. If you're used to Robinhood, it's pretty easy to switch over to Webull because it's very similar. Webull's a little bit more advanced, but that's a good thing. And but it's still at the same time, even though it has like a lot of customization features, it's still very beginner friendly. And I just love the OS. It's like up to date. Sometimes with a lot of these older brokers like Thinkorswim, it's not that the software is updated, but it's just like I don't know. It just looks ancient, right? Like it just looks like you know that shit was made like in the 2000s, or like, you know, it's just like kind of older, especially if you go through like Fidelity or like what's that one, Interactive Broker, bro. Like their OS is fucking hideous. It's ugly. It's usable, but it's like it's pretty ugly. So Webull, I just found that it has like a very like friendly OS. It looks up to date. It looks very clean, and I like it a lot. Second advantage is that it has no options commissions. So sometimes brokers, they'll have commissions when you're trading options, and that could really, for smaller accounts, mess you up. So no option commissions when you're on Webull. And it has both mobile and desktop versions. We're gonna go through the desktop version a little bit right now, but it does have mobile and desktop. So sometimes maybe you're not on your PC, you have to go to work, or you know, you're taking a trip somewhere, or you just can't always be on your computer. It's okay because you can execute this order. And I really like their mobile app. It's also a really good app. Robinhood doesn't have a desktop version though. They have like a web version, but it's not like a designated app. Webull does have a designated app that you can download, and it's super advanced, nice, and easy to use. So it does offer both of those things. It's also very customizable. Whether you're an options trader, shares trader, it's very good for both. It has a lot of customization features, and like I said, it's just a very good OS. And they're constantly updating it. Like you'll see them update it like every week. They listen to their customers. They know what they're doing, so it's very good on that. It has good fill times. I've only been using them for a couple months now, but so far I haven't had any issues. And sometimes I'm in and out of an option trade in less than like 30 seconds, and I have no trouble getting filled. It's been very good to me so far, so I have no issues with that. And you can trade cryptos on it. That's something TOS does not offer. So you can trade cryptos, options, and equities. So overall, very great platform. I have no issues with it. And if you guys want to get started with it, you guys can use my referral link, and you guys actually get like 2 free stocks, I think, something like that. 3 free stocks it might be when you open an account. So if you guys want to open an account, just use my link. I'll leave it down in the description of this video. And you guys could go ahead and use that, and then you guys get 3 free stocks. I think I also get 3 free stocks, something like that. So win-win for both of us. Just a little incentive if you guys are opening an account, because why not? You know, it's free money. And then the advantages of TOS, it has a very advanced charting software. I'll show you guys the desktop version in a little bit right now, and you guys will see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's very advanced. You can do a lot of things with TOS, and a lot of people like it for that reason. It also has very good fill times. I've been using TOS for a very long time, like close to 2 years now, and I rarely have any issues with fill times. It's always been great to me, and like I said, I've entered and exited trades within less than a minute before, and it's good for that. It also allows options, equities, and futures. So if you want to trade any of those things, it does offer it. Unfortunately, it doesn't offer crypto, but if you're not trading cryptos, it's still a good option. And it does have a mobile and desktop version. The mobile version, it's usable, like it's good, but the desktop version would be, if you're trading on PC, you would definitely want to go with the desktop version. The mobile is okay, but I mean, if you want to be serious about it, you really have to be using the desktop version. The one downside to TOS is that it does have options commissions, so it's 65 cents every time you want to buy, and then an additional 65 cents every time you want to sell, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it kind of adds up over time. And if you have a smart account, that's something to consider. It's not a huge deal. Before, like a couple years ago, the commissions used to be like $7 per trade, so it's definitely gotten a lot better over time. And in the future, they might reduce that to zero, like all the other brokers. But for now, they still have that little commission. So just something to take note if you are considering these TOS or Webull. These are the two I would recommend, like I said, because I have experience with both of them. And those are the two that offer cash accounts with options. So like I said, Webull or TOS. If you guys want to use Webull, I have a referral link you guys can use to get a free stock. So let's actually go through the broker and like kind of like give you guys a little tour of it. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing because there's like a lot of things within here, but I'll show you guys like how I have it set up. So I have a chart here, like I said. Looks very nice, very clean. You have your different intervals here. If you guys have used TradingView before, this reminds you a lot of TradingView. So if you know how to use that, this is pretty simple to adapt. They have a lot of indicators here. If you go through all, like they have a ton actually, and then he'll show the ones that you've used recently. So if you want to use Bollinger Bands, moving averages, what are the more common ones? They have RSI. I know they have that. RSI, if you want to use that. They have MACD as well. So all the common ones. They have a lot actually. So yeah, VWAP. So they have a lot of nice indicators. I don't use too many. I really only use the EMA, but that's my personal, and volume obviously. But it's very easy to use, like I said. You can draw on this, so if you want to draw a line key level, you can go ahead and draw that. Very simple to use. Trend lines, all this stuff. If you want to add text, they also have text available. They have rectangles, so if you want to draw a supply zone, they have that. You can also customize the color. There's a lot to go through. It's very nice. You can also change the candles, so if you want to use hollow candles, if you want to use a line chart for some reason, you can go ahead and use that. I typically keep it at candles, but you can use that. They even have Heikin-Ashi, which I know some people use that. So yeah, it's has a lot of customization. You could also have multiple charts up if you want. So you can have two charts at the same time. Let's say you're in a trade like on AMD or something, and you want to have the indexes up. You can go ahead and do that. So let's pull up AMD here. So here you go. You can have AMD. You can have SPY open. You could even do more if your screen's bigger. You can also add things like order flow. It's sometimes very interesting to see this. Like there's 1,750 million into US AMD today, and then 1,800 million out of AMD today. So it's sometimes interesting to see the flow. You can add time and sales. You can also add level 2. The price, they have an option chain, which is pretty simple to use. Order entry, positions, it's very customizable. And here you could add widgets. They have a lot to offer. You can just see this, like there's a lot. So definitely a lot. You can customize this. You can like rearrange this if you want. Make it smaller, make this bigger, move it around, So very customizable, very easy to use. And overall, a very clean platform. I really like it because you can customize it how you want. And like I said, it's like a very up-to-date OS, and it just looks very nice. Now let's go to Thinkorswim. So this is how I had my Thinkorswim set up. Time and sales would show up here, but since market's closed, it's not showing up right now. Same with the options. So this is where like you go to enter your positions. So if you're entering something, you can enter it here. I'm not gonna go through everything because like there's other videos you guys can watch. I'm just showing you guys how it generally looks. It's also very customizable. But you can see it like it just looks a bit older. Like you can tell this was made a while ago, and then the Webull's kind of more like up to date, if you know what I mean. But it's still very usable. I use this for a long time, and I still occasionally use it. But I'm trying to switch over like completely to Webull just because I prefer it. But that's personal preference. If you guys like Thinkorswim, it's also a very great broker. I used it for a long time, and I like it a lot too. So You could either go with Webull or Thinkorswim. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I don't want to make it too long. I just really wanted to go over the cash account versus margin account and why you guys shouldn't really be trading on Robinhood if you're under 25,000. If you're over 25,000, go ahead and trade on Robinhood. I still like Robinhood. Like, I like how simple it is. Like, I started off trading on Robinhood because it was the first broker I was introduced to, and I used Robinhood for a long time. So I don't have anything bad to say about it. But unfortunately, like I said, if you want to have unlimited day trades, Robinhood unfortunately doesn't allow it with the cash account because they don't let you trade options. But yeah, Webull or Thinkorswim, those are the two I recommend. If you want to go with Webull, like I said, use my referral link. You get a couple free stocks. I get a couple free stocks. So yeah, that's about it. Let me know if this was helpful. Let me know if you switch over to Webull, or if you have any questions. If you switch over to Webull and you want to ask me something, just add me on the Discord and I'll help you guys out, help you set up your account and all that good stuff. But yeah, hopefully this was helpful. I'll see you guys in the Discord and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.